Hey guys, good news and bad news before we start today's video. The bad news is being that unfortunately my Yamaha career mode has unfortunately come to an end because I've missed too much time with my absence, and of course, well, the big problem is that I was trying something new and I lost the file, so I lost the save data and will not be able to continue the Yamaha Championship. But there is good news, ladies and gentlemen, and that is we're starting our journey before we get into MotoGP 22. So we're going to be doing the Red Bull Rookies Cup from MotoGP 21 in preparation for when we move up to Moto 3 for MotoGP 22. Definitely stick around because let me tell you guys, this race is wild, just like the rest of them. See you in a moment. Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 21 and we are going to be competing in the Red Bull Rookies Cup. Now let me tell you guys, we are going to be doing this in a challenge format, starting every race in the back of the grid and using power setting 1 only. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start here in Portimao. So here we go then, at the back of the grid, TCS on 1, anti-wheelie 1, power setting on 1. For some reason the sound went dodgy, and away we go from the back of the grid. Now if you want to see the brand new helmet I've made, check out my community tab, you will see it on there. Tried to match the numbers similar to what these guys are using as well, but unfortunately the back of the bike looks like a bit of a mess with the random sort of font that is on there, and it's been stretched heavily. So here we go then, into the right-hander, which is probably going to induce some carnage. There's more carnage ahead of us. Not entirely sure it was that. There's more carnage to the right-hand side. Didn't even see which riders were there, but we have gained 12 positions throughout that little bit of carnage there. As we got Buchanan behind us, and of course Matteo Bertelli just a little bit ahead. So we'll try and go around the outside of Matteo here on the left-hand side for the Tour VIP. Not able to make it stick because we're running really, really wide. And of course, do not forget, we have the power setting 1 enabled. That is only the power option we can use for this particular Grand Prix and the rest of this 7-round championship that we're going to be competing in until MotoGP 22 arrives. So now coming out of the Samsung corner, giving it every little bit of power we can possibly conjure up. Down the hill and out to the left-hand side for the Craig Jones corner. Bertelli and Milan are there. We might have a chance to dive on the inside of not one but 2 riders, but not this time. We'd be very brave to try and really launch up on the inside of both of them, but unfortunately didn't quite make it stick, but we did get ahead of Matteo Bertelli. So now onto the left-hand side we'll go. We've got Milan ahead of us and Eddie O'Shea. Can we chuck the Pedro Acosta move up on the left-hand side for turn 13? Beautifully done from Grant there, the number 47, as we now carry quite a nice bit of speed going into Sagres for the 14th corner, right on the rear of Jakob Rosenthal. I do apologise if I've mispronounced any of these names. I don't really get that much chance to watch the Red Bull Rookies Cup, but I try my best to make sure I can pronounce all the names the best way I possibly can as we get really close to the rear of the number 78 there. Goodness me, super close to the Austrian, but we now fire it out, bringing a lot of power on. We're going to get up on the inside of a couple of riders, names changing on the left-hand side of your screen. We did get ahead of Eddie O'Shea, I believe it was, as we now try and move up the inside of Farioli. I can't really pronounce that name properly. I think it was a good effort, though, if I do say so myself, but in just one lap, we gained 20 positions. Okay, call it 19 because we're now back into 8th position. But as we now go on the right-hand side, bit of contact there, touching the Italian on the right-hand side. But we're now going to Lagos, getting super close to a fellow British rider with Eddie O'Shea as we now go to the left-hand side. Just realised actually how much older I am compared to the rest of the riders in this Red Bull Rookies Cup. Goodness me. But a quick recap of the top 3 riders so far is David Munoz with David Alonso and Daniel Holgado all up there in the podium position. So it's a Spanish and Colombian battle right up there right now. So on the right-hand side, we'll go for turn 7. Uriarte ahead of us, another Spaniard, the number 89. And there is another Munoz in David, is it? David? I'm going to get these wrong. I know that for a fact. I do believe David is number 64 and Daniel is number 7. So here we go then. Back onto the left-hand side for the Craig Jones corner. Still using the power setting 1. And of course, if you aren't aware, Red Bull Rookies Cup do only use medium tyres. So we're all on the exact same compound. There's no benefit, no sort of extra advantage for any of these riders. I guess we're the only person at a disadvantage being on power setting 1 for the whole duration of the championship. I'd like to think of it as I was just a heavier rider and the bike just doesn't have that same amount of oomph as much as the other riders do, because I'm getting quite podgy after my time off, so definitely need to get back onto the motorcycle, virtual or real of course. Unfortunately real isn't an option, but never mind, I'm digressing for now as we go around the outside of Munoz, and now we can chase down the front runners. I've got to be honest with you, I was a little bit concerned to see how well I would cope with a Moto 3-esque bike, as in Red Bull Rookies with a KTM, but I'm pleased to say we're doing a stellar job so far. A 153.308 is what we've done so far. I won't lie to you, I did do a quick run with power setting 3 enabled and I got a 149.9, so just to perspective, that's how much quicker we would have been if we were using power setting 3. We did the same thing for Moto 3 in the Championship and the career mode that I did. Power setting 1 makes it way more entertaining, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing now as we try and go around the outside of Holgado. Do we get it stuck round into Tour VIP? I think we can, you know. Hard on the brakes will go on the left-hand side. Not one Spaniard, but two, and now really close to the Colombian of David Alonso. I don't know if it's David Alonso or David Alonso. I guess I'll pronounce it as a British person for now. David Alonso. But now onto the right-hand side, we'll go for the very tight corner of turn 7, and maybe into Samsung we can get close enough to have a lunge either around the outside. I tell you what, if that sticks, I'll eat my hat. Are we close enough? I tell you what, it's kind of stuck, it's not quite. The Valentino Rossi Ducati hat may be eaten in a moment's time, but thankfully not this time, as we now chuck up on the inside once more for Portimao for turn 10, and now on the cusp of getting into the top position, as we did start from 27th on the grid. Please remind yourselves that we started 27th place and are now about to charge ahead of David Munoz as we now get really close to the left-hand side of the turn 13 corner. Now Sagres will be inspiring us once more on the right-hand side. I guess I could probably make this easier or harder by increasing the electronics. I guess in a way it would make it harder because of course you don't have the same amount of power, but honestly I'm really enjoying this right now. This season is going to be full of sprint races, 5 laps, 4 laps, 6 laps, whatever it may be. We're going to absolutely love this season. I'm surprised we're already through on Munoz. We went through so quick, and now across the line we are going to be setting another fastest lap of the race. It's a 152.997 for the 27-year-old in the Red Bull Rookies Cup. Why is a 27-year-old in there? Because video games and content, that is why. Track limits for the very first time today, which isn't really any cause for concern, but I guess metaphorical hand slap on the wrist, so I said that wrong, but you know what I mean, as we now go on the left hand side for turn 4, bringing on the power in 4K, don't forget guys, and if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to hit that like button, and consider subscribing as we now enter the Tour VIP on the penultimate lap in the lead. So bringing on the power, what a start this is going to be. In the debut race of the Red Bull Rookies, the Red Bull Rookies rookie, Matt Grant, is leading the way by 0.8 of a second as we now approach the 8th corner here in Portimao, bringing on the acceleration with that little bit of power, still looking very, very promising. Now due to the time frame, because MotoGP 22 is right round the corner, I don't have much chance to finish a full championship, so unfortunately this will be a 7-round championship, which I think is great because that's going to be really tense. If we have a bad race, we are probably going to be in a serious fight for the championship. And let me tell you, this one, we're doing well. We're on the penultimate lap, we're ahead of us by a second. I will be honest with you, the rest of the races are not like this one. They are way, way more chaotic. Trust me. So stick around for them, and bear in mind, there's a lot of tracks coming up that are very, very based on acceleration and speed. We're on power setting 1, don't forget. We can't be beating riders on long straights and holding on to slipstreams. The only way we're going to do it is in the corners, the braking zones, and just hopefully having the brass to get past a couple of these riders. But let me tell you, the championship is as follows. Portimao here right now as we set the fast lap of the Grand Prix once again for the 3rd time consecutively. We move to Jerez for round 2, round 3 of Mugello, the Saxon Ring hosts round 4, Red Bull Ring and Red Bull Ring for 5 and 6, and finally we finish in Aragon. Those last 3 Grand Prix and Mugello round 3 are going to be very, very concerning for us. Power setting 1, difficult circumstances. I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. And don't forget we're starting from the back of the grid in every single Grand Prix. It's going to be great. I absolutely love it. I'm so pleased to be not only commentating again, but being back on MotoGP 21 and back doing a championship with quite possibly one of my favourite classes, and that is your 250cc brilliant, brilliant motorcycles from your Hondas, your KTMs, Husqvarnas, your Gas, and of course the Red Bull Rookies as well. So this is going to be great. I really hope you're enjoying it so far. Of course, on the final lap we are dominating, to be honest with you, but I can be fully honest with you without spoiling too much. We don't dominate any more races after this one. This is a very fortunate one for us. This track was built for us in this way because you don't really need a lot of power to win here. I would say it helps because, of course, the massive straight from the back straight from the final corner from the gallop up to turn 1. But honestly, it's going to be great. This season's going to be awesome, and I think this track has suited us perfectly. We should be sharing the podium with the Spaniard and the Colombian with David Munoz and David Alonso, so what a performance from all three of us. This is a terrific start for us, and I'm so pleased to be back. So give it everything you've got, Sunshine, get across the line, and this is going to actually be a 151 lap. That is pretty fan-dabby-dozy. So across the line, here is your victor for the opening round of Red Bull Rookies Cup. Matt Grant wins here in the Algarve. So looking at the results, Grant takes the victory with a fastest lap of a 151.653, which is certainly impressive. David Alonso in second place and David Munoz in third position. So a great podium, and of course, it won't be too difficult to work out the championship standings. We'll get over to the Parc Fermé, have a bit of champagne, and say cheers for watching the video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and if you really enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we have so much more content coming very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.